everyone, I'm Kelly D, and today we are making a special occasion dessert from the carrot. Now I'm sure a lot of you are going, what dessert can you make with a carrot? Well, today we're making carrot cake. And carrot cake isn't just a regular cake. This is a cake that you will use for special occasions, for birthdays, anniversaries, or if you want to impress that special someone. So let's go over the ingredients. We have 2.5 cups of grated carrot. Now you can get grated carrots ready-made at the supermarket, depends on where you are, but I like to grate my own carrot. So I would have peeled the carrots first, then you can use either a box grater or a food processor. I use the food processor. So we're going to chop the carrots up, then we're going to add them to the food processor. It will take about 1.5 minutes, and then we're done. 2.5 cups of grated carrots. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. Now I prefer granulated sugar because it is white, but if you have brown sugar you can use that, but your cake will be darker than if you use the white sugar, and I want the cake to be lighter so you can see the color from the carrots permeating throughout the cake. So we're going to use white sugar. We have 3 eggs, brown eggs. Now if you have white eggs you can go ahead and use those, but I'm going to use 3 brown eggs. And for our fat, we're going to use liquid fat today, 3/4 cups of oil. Now normally when I'm making a cake I would use butter, but today we're using oil because we need our cake to remain moist and succulent. And we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of spice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and to give that extra oomph, we have 3/4 cups of chopped walnuts. Our first step is to mix our dry ingredients together. So I'm going to get the flour. It is already sifted. So we have our flour. We're going to add in the baking powder, baking soda, and our salt. Get it all in there. And cinnamon and ground spice. And the addition of the cinnamon will also help with the color. So we're going to mix it all together, make sure it's fully combined. Then we're going to set it aside, and we'll go now and prepare our wet ingredients. Now we're going to get ready to mix our wet ingredients. So we're going to add our oil. No particular order, but we're going to add our oil. We're going to add the sugar. We're going to add our vanilla extract and our eggs. Now I like to break the eggs one by one just to be sure that they're okay before I add them to my mixture. This is the last one, so they're all good. Now we're going to go ahead and mix them. If you have a whisk, you can use a whisk, but I'm going to use a handheld mixer. Mix everything together. So I'm going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. It should be nice and thick, and it smells really good. Your batter is going to be a nice wet batter. This is going to make a great carrot cake for Valentine's, retirement, that new job, any kind of special occasion you need to celebrate. We're going to celebrate with a carrot cake. Now once we're going to use a spatula, and we're going to fold it in, make sure it's in, everything is all combined. Then we're going to add our carrots. Now we're going to add our carrots, but before we add the carrots, I like to add a little bit of flour to the carrots just to make sure they stand alone, because chances are if you don't, when you add them to the batter and you put everything in the oven, the carrots will sink right to the bottom of the cake, but we want the carrot throughout the cake. So I like to add a little flour. I'm going to add some to the walnuts as well, just to make sure they're standalone. Then we're going to put our carrots into our cake, into our batter for our cake.
Carrots are great with the beta carotene,
and it helps with the glow on your skin. So along with it being a special occasion cake, it's also great for your skin. So we're gonna mix it up. Then we're gonna add our walnuts. Then we're gonna prepare to bake. So at this point, you'll go ahead and preheat your oven to 190 degrees. And we're gonna grease a baking tray so we can prepare to bake. Our carrot cake is now done. I would have taken it out of the oven about 15 minutes ago. I have it here on this cooler rack. Now it's time to taste. It smells amazing. It looks good. Enough talk.
I just love the smell of freshly baked bread, and carrot cake just screams celebration. I know this cake is gonna taste as good as it smells. So good.
Just look at it. You can see the little specks of carrots. You can see the walnuts. A perfect special occasion cake. And what would really amp it up is if you were just to dress this cake with some icing. It would just be the perfect thing. I'll show you how to make that icing in another video. But now it's time to taste. So soft. It literally melts in your mouth. So succulent, so moist. Carrot cake. Now you need to try it. Now, if you enjoyed this cake recipe, you need to check out my other playlist out here with other amazing cakes. And when you're done, click the button below and subscribe and press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And remember to send me a comment. I love hearing from you.